My dear dark ones, welcome to my channel. Today is a collective candle wax reading, and I will be using interesting dried flowers and a silver candle. So we are trying to connect to your feminine and masculine side and to your inner gifts and abilities, and to see what kind of messages are going to come to you in this candle wax reading. Interesting. So for me, usually when the candle stops and I still didn't receive the answer, it means there's not much that you should know at the moment. It's like you are guided, protected, and taken care of. It's like the universe is on your side at the moment, so you know exactly where you're going. You know who you are. I think you found like so many answers to the questions that used to haunt your soul for like such an old time. And I think that's why candle stop. That's like the first message is you don't need to hear anything. But for fun, we still can keep going. And if it would be happen to me, like for example, for a client reading, I would say that I'm actually so happy for you. This is amazing. It's so rare when the candle stops right away, especially the new one. So it means you're really doing a good job with your life at the moment. It's like finally you doing the right thing. You doing something that makes you happy. And it's amazing. Like I'm very happy to actually experience this with you. And now I'm not asking anything. I'm letting the candle wax take over, and even my hand, whatever it goes, just like freedom. I think because I don't even really looking for answers for you or for any guidance. And yes, thank you, candle, for stopping again. We know that everyone who is watching are amazing and on the right path, but we still kind of want to know the message, so please stop stopping. This is interesting, actually. I get like such a beautiful circle. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And I think that to me, the circle, like usually, circle is supposed to represent like going into circles, like always coming like back, like never being able to finish something. So usually the circles are seen as not something positive, but to me, this in this situation, because the circle is like it's so like huge, and the middle of the circle actually got like two beautiful flowers together. So for me, it shows that the circle is actually, it's not like a circle, it's actually like going to the core, like going to the core of your life, your situation, and like finding the answers to the most hard questions that you always had on your mind, probably the questions about yourself, because I think the hardest thing to do in this lifetime is to actually realize who you are, to realize your purpose, your soul, if you have a mission in this lifetime, if you are living the life that you're supposed to live, if you are doing the things that you're supposed to do, if you are connected to your true divine calling, to your true divine path. And I think this circle kind of shows me that you are about to literally to know everything about yourself, to come to the source of who you are. Like, this is amazing. I like this a lot. And probably that's why you don't need answers, because you are already gonna receive your last answer in a day or two or something. So I'm still gonna use it. I'm still gonna want to know more. And maybe something about those answers, or something about these gifts and abilities, like anything really. Okay guys, I'm not doing this. Like, you're awesome. It looks like you don't need any answers, and this is crazy amazing. Okay, so what I pick up from this beautiful candle wax that doesn't work, and I'm not gonna bother the spirits anymore if there is like no message. We shouldn't really like keep trying. What I like the most in this candle wax is actually how how interestingly it's looking. You know, like I work with silver candles a lot, and they usually, like, interestingly enough, they always come out in different colors. Even though the candle is silver, I get it from the same store. It's always like the color I either like red or like yellowish or like intense silver or something. This candle wax, it actually looks like it's almost like a see-through. It's so thin. It's such an interesting color. Like, this is probably one of the first time I actually see it like this, and even look at the shape. See how cool it is? It's almost like see-through. And it's turned out to be so pretty. You know, in ancient times, like circles like that, especially when they were made of flowers, or like circles that are beautiful, they were like spheres. They were perceived as a sign of victory. They were perceived as a sign of glory. They would be perceived as a person who see an omen like that. And I think we are in the presence of omen for sure. So you are on a path of achievement, of achieving like an amazing, like amazing, fascinating, like incredible results. The results that are the results of like Alexander the Great, Cleopatra, Nikola Tesla, people who made name in the history books, like who are still known to us even though they died hundreds of years ago. So this is what's the only message I get to pick up from this, the most weird candle wax reading. So even though it's a collective reading, but probably among some of you, or maybe all of you watching, like, I don't know, you guys are about to do something crazy big, life changing, not only for you, but something that's going to change lives of people around you. And if I would give you any piece of advice at the moment, even though like I don't even have to, because you are doing something incredible, but what I would tell you, if there is a book that you wanted to write but you still didn't start, do it. If there is something you wanted to do but you always found an excuse to not do it now. If there is something on your mind that you know you have to do, but you are either too lazy, or you think it's not the right time, or you're actually scared, because deep inside you know, if you do this thing, if you're actually gonna follow your dreams, you're probably gonna lose this life as you know it, and it's gonna be something like crazy, and you're not ready. And maybe you still need the routine because you're taking care of others, or you know that you cannot provide for yourself at the moment, and this is the only reason why it's stopping you from going forward and doing crazy things. I'm gonna tell you this, just do it. This is a perfect sign for you. I've never seen like an omen like that. And don't stop yourself from achieving your greatness. Don't stop yourself from doing something that no one else able to do or will ever do. This is a moment of glory. You are at the doorsteps of something amazing, like something you never experienced before. I think this is something that might make you a legend, and it's huge. Honestly, it's huge. It's amazing. Take this reading as a sign for you that whatever it is on your mind, the craziest, the most insane idea that was like with you for the past few years, maybe from since the day you were born, from since you can remember, this is the time when you're supposed to make sure that you give life to this crazy idea, that you allow it to happen and allow it to take over your life and just go with the flow. Sometimes if you don't let it happen, sometimes if you don't dare, if you don't risk, even if you're risking, like literally, you're risking everything. But if you don't do this, you might regret for the rest of your life. I hope this reading is a sign for someone out there, for maybe even just one soul, like one person who is watching, just to take the leap of faith and crazily follow your dream into the unknown without expecting anything. And one day when your dream come true and you become like a crazy influential person, leave me in the comments that this was your sign, okay? When you become a billionaire, and you become the singer that we're all gonna watch and adore, or you become like the most famous writer, or you're gonna create like crazy design, or you're gonna become like a YouTuber with like 10 million subscribers or something like that, like whatever it is your dream is, just let me know that this was your sign, okay? Because I'm very curious. I think someone very special, someone is extremely important, is watching right now. Okay, this is awesome. Honestly, one of the best readings I've ever done, I think. One of the most unusuals, that's for sure. And I'm happy. I'm really happy. I know you can feel it because I'm smiling. So I guess good luck with everything as usual, and stay positive. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your comments, and thank you so much for actually inspiring me for all of this and giving me these ideas. And thank you for everything that you do and for being here for me. And I'll see you in the next video.